Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to our news bulletin for this Friday, 17th July. 14 families have officially moved into new government housing in Briand and Les Mamelles. 6 families received the keys to their new two-bedroom homes at the Mount Josephine Residence 25 mid-range condominium project in Briand during a ceremony led by Vice President and Minister for Housing and Land, Sébastien Pilet. President Patrick Amini attended the event and unveiled a commemorative plaque. The 9 million rupee development is the first condominium project to be both designed and built by the government. The president also officially opened an 8-unit affordable housing redevelopment project at Les Mamelles, valued at 8.3 million rupees. Vice President Pilet said the new homeowners at both housing estates are purchasing their flats at 38 to 40% below the government's subsidized cost. He added that the final purchase price for each tenant will vary based on the length of time they have occupied the colonial era housing units in line with government policy.
The projects represents an investment of over 9 million rupees and provide 6 modern two-bedroom units. Through a government subsidy of almost 38%, each beneficiary will acquire a home for approximately 900,000 Seychelles rupees, instead of its actual cost of around 1.5 million. These homes are not simply places to live. They are part of our vision of building stronger families, stronger communities, and a better future for Seychelles.
The outgoing Russian ambassador to the Seychelles paid a farewell call on the President of the Republic, Dr. Patrick Amini, this morning, whereby they went over the various accomplishments during the time of his and discussed future projects to be undertaken by his successor. Ambassador Artem Kozhin was accredited to the Seychelles in 2020. He said that relations between Russia and the Seychelles throughout the 50 years of diplomatic relations have always been excellent and there has been good cooperation in different fields.
Absolutely positive, constructive, and very optimistic. And this is the situation that we're having now.
And what has been your greatest achievement during your tenure?
I came here to Seychelles with a long list of goals, and I think we've achieved probably all of them. For example, when I came here to State House to present my credentials in 2020, we had a discussion with the then President Danny. He told me that one of the dreams of Seychelles was to take something to outer space, something from Seychelles. Now, I can reveal a small secret. Just a couple of days ago, we have sent several items, the Seychelles flag, the Seychelles coat of arms, to the orbit. Now they're orbiting the Earth, and they will be brought back to the Seychelles, so you can keep that in the museum, so that during the Golden Jubilee, you had the Seychelles state emblems orbiting the Earth. And there is also going to be a message from the Seychelles President Patrick Amini that is going to be broadcast from outer space. Very important symbolic achievement. Well, we've got lots of things that we actually achieved. We've been fighting pandemic together. Russia contributed very much in the post-pandemic recovery. We brought back the air float. We have Russian economic operators actively working here in Seychelles. For example, our Miratorg meat exporting company exports quite a lot of Russian food to Seychelles. Economic cooperation. We've signed God knows how many memoranda on sports, culture, and many, many other things. So the list is really long, and that was a fantastic teamwork between Russians and Seychelles. Drug trafficking is a global threat. It's not a problem only of Seychelles, it's an international problem, but we are absolutely ready to help Seychelles, and we can help in many, many other ways. And I'm looking, very optimistically at the economic relations between our countries. We will definitely help in training of your local athletes and sportsmen so that they achieve very good results at global competitions. We are ready to share our experience, like cooperation in education, science, but this is not only about us sharing something with you, because, for example, we need your expertise on blue economy.
An Indian delegation has visited Seychelles last week to explore new investment opportunities and strengthen cooperation between the two countries. Hosted by the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning, Trade and Investment, the delegation met with several government ministries and agencies to discuss collaboration in priority sectors, including renewable energy, technology, and the blue economy. The visit follows recent high-level exchanges between Seychelles and India and underscores both countries' commitment to expanding sustainable investment and supporting economic diversification. As an attempt to have its students aware of the many career opportunities available in Seychelles, the Pointe la Rue Secondary School has hosted an exhibition with several workplaces. These bodies, such as hotels, SFRSA, the SFA, and SBC, amongst others, were showcasing the prospects within their field and trying to attract the youth towards their respective industry. The school views the attempt as a success, highlighting the need to make it an annual event. Seychelles has marked this year's World Intellectual Property Day with the launch of a unique esports tournament aimed at promoting creativity, innovation, and respect for intellectual property among young people.
The Legends of Intellectual Property Gaming tournament was held recently at the SBC House Studio, Unionville, bringing together gamers and partners to celebrate World Intellectual Property Day 2026 under the global theme IP and Sports. Organized by the Trade Division of the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Trade through the National Intellectual Property Committee, the tournament combined competitive FC26 gaming with intellectual property awareness activities. The initiative, held in collaboration with Cable and Wireless Seychelles and Battlegrounds Esports, and supported by the Seychelles National Youth Council and Télécécile, highlighted the growing link between esports, digital creativity, and intellectual property rights. Participants took part in gaming competitions while learning about copyrights, trademarks, licensing, and digital rights, reinforcing the importance of protecting original creative works in the digital age. Director General for Trade, Ricky Babe.
Some of you dream of becoming professional esports player. Some of you want to design your own game. Some want to build contents, channels, create your own team, start businesses in creative and digital industry. Seychelles needs that ambition, and the world is ready for it. But here is what I need you to understand. Your creativity has value, and it deserves protection. If you design a logo, create a character, build a game, develop a personal brand, you have rights. Learning about IP means learning how to protect your creation. It also means understanding that responsibility that comes with being part of the digital world. Using pirated software, copying someone else's work, or streaming content without permission, these are not just technical offenses. They take away from people who are invested their time and effort in creating their work. Respecting IP is at its core about respecting people's creativity and the people behind it. Esport is a sport that is rapidly growing and one that is reshaping the world and how we think about competition, entertainment, and creative economy. The global esport industry is on track to reach over $6 billion US. By hosting an event like this, Seychelles, we are saying our youth deserve to be part of the conversation. They deserve to understand the tools, including IP, that will shape their careers and their future. Play hard, play fair, and protect what you create.
And finally, yesterday afternoon, the athletes of the Seychelles team participating in the Commonwealth Games received their plane tickets, insurance documents, and the uniforms they will wear during the competition. This is the first time the government has paid for the Seychelles team's plane tickets to the Commonwealth Games. The Minister for Youth and Sports, Kelsey Bell, presented the tickets to the athletes. The travel insurance is provided by SACOS, the company sponsoring the Seychelles team. During the ceremony, the athletes also paraded in their various outfits for the Games, uniforms sponsored by the company Jobo. Alain Sedor, president of the Seychelles Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association, urged the athletes to seize this opportunity to achieve outstanding performances at the Commonwealth Games, which will take place from July 23rd to August 2nd. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of our news bulletin for now. We'll be back at 8 p.m. For the news in Creole with more details.